Hey everyone, it's CouraJess, and I'm back with another tarot reading, a pick a card reading for the week of September 2nd through September 8th. Now take a sec and meditate on these piles and see which one you are drawn to the most. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. We have group 1, the Quartz. We have group 2, the blue Calcite. We have group 3, the Tiger Eye. And we have group 4, the Rose Quartz. So feel free to pause the video if you need more time, but I'm going to go straight into group number 1. Okay, group number 1, you chose the Quartz, and this stone is for rock hounds, Geminis. This is when you find yourself believing the limitations your mind puts in front of you. So please call on the Quartz to help see through the illusions, clear the mind of self-doubt, surrender to the will of the universe, and start manifesting the impossible. So this is for those who need to enhance their vision. Let's see what's going on with you this week. Group 1, we have a 5 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the 6 of Swords in reverse, the 6 of Cups, the Queen of Coins, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, group 1, let's see what we have here. So right off the bat, I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot of head bashing, head clashing, head butting, possibly a lot of competitiveness with people around you. This 5 of Wands is giving me this competitive vibe, and you're not really sure of yourself in this competition. You're kind of doubting yourself, and I don't see why you should. You have these 3 queens here that are definitely encompassing a well-rounded personality. We have the headstrong, disciplined, strict, but fair Queen of Swords. We have the compassionate, the emotionally stable Queen of Cups, and we have the regal, the financially well off, the honorable Queen of Coins here. So I don't exactly see why you are doubting yourself in this week when you have a lot to bring to the table, but it may be that you are doubting yourself and you're delaying any action with this 6 of Swords in reverse. I see that you're hesitating moving forward, but it could be because these naysayers here are whispering these doubts into your head and you're absorbing it. I really don't see why you would doubt yourself. Right here we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's upright, and it's pretty much just giving you blessings on blessings on blessings, and you are kind of holding back and doubting and listening to what others are saying. But you definitely have a lot of queen energy going on, so I don't understand, why are you doubting yourself? You need to embrace the energy of this Quartz, right? When you find yourself believing the limitations your mind puts in front of you, you need to stop and start manifesting, because you definitely have the traits and the characteristics at your disposal. Now, if this 5 of Wands energy is showing this competition between these queens, it could be that you're in competition with one of these queens. I would say possibly the Queen of Swords, and you're more of the Queen of Cups. You are doubting yourself because the Queen of Swords is such a forceful energy. The Queen of Swords, if we're talking zodiac signs. It would be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But, and you may be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But it may be that this Queen of Swords is such an overbearing personality towards you that you feel intimidated and you feel like you're in competition. But I don't see why you're in competition. I think you might be misinterpreting this competitive spirit in the Queen of Swords, and you're doubting yourself, or it could just be that you're comparing yourself to the Queen of Swords, or even maybe the Queen of Coins. But I'm getting Queen of Swords that you're comparing yourself to, and that's where these limiting beliefs and this doubt comes from. But the Queen of Swords is not showing, and I'm not getting that the queen, and again, this is genderless. This could be a male, this could be anyone, but I'm speaking in terms of queen. The queen is not giving off aggressive vibes. I'm not getting aggressive vibes. I'm getting competition, but I definitely think that's in your head. They're not here to, if the queen was reversed, I would have definitely seen that she is giving off these competitive vibes. But I think that you're more intimidated by these queens, perhaps. I'm getting the Queen of Swords, but it could also be the Queen of Coins, and I definitely think you're the Queen of Cups in this situation. And a Queen of Coins would be Earth sign, would be Capricorn, I'm drawing about Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But I don't think that the competition is real. I think you're just doubting yourself, and you're projecting onto these queens that are not here in an aggressive or competitive spirit. They're here as a resource, or as friends. So if you're comparing yourself to these queens, remember, you are also a queen, group 1. You are a queen in your own right, and you need to erase these limiting beliefs, this self-doubt, because if this Six of Swords would have come upside up, if you turn it upside up, you would have clear skies to move forward. But I think you're limiting yourself because you're comparing yourself to these other queens. But there's room for more than one queen on the throne. And you definitely have this Wheel of Fortune that is showing blessings and good luck for you and success. But you have to erase these doubts. Let's see what the oracle cards have. So imagine, message in a bottle, yin, a leg up, Y, and the fates. All right, so yeah, this is pretty much just reinforcing what I just said. I definitely believe that you are the Queen of Cups in this situation. This yin kind of confirmed it for me with the more feminine, this more receptive energy. And I definitely believe that you need to imagine a scenario where you are your best self, and you're not limited by these negative thoughts, right? When you get these negative thoughts, question, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling this way? Where is this coming from? Because again, we have the Wheel of Fortune, message in a bottle, and the fates. You have the universe on your side, right? The cosmos are saying that you are you're ahead of the game. You're heading towards success. So why are you doubting yourself? Question where these doubts are coming from. It could be, again, like I said, you're comparing yourself. You're imagining this competition that doesn't really exist with these queens. And this leg up is telling me that these queens are here as a resource for you. They're here to help you. Maybe they're here to challenge you in a positive way, or maybe they're here to motivate you, maybe they're here to encourage you, but they're definitely not here in a negative way. They're not here as competition. They're not here as a means for you to compare yourself and look down upon yourself. They're here to help you realize this success that the Wheel of Fortune and the message in a bottle and the fates are speaking to you. So imagine that you are, a boss ass bitch, right? Excuse my French, but imagine that you are royalty. Remember that. And when you have any doubts that are saying no, you're not, question why. Where are they coming from? Are you comparing yourself to others? Remember, comparison is the thief of joy, and you will never ever measure up to someone else, because you are never going to be someone else. You are always going to be you. And like I said, I definitely feel that you are the Queen of Cups in this scenario. Even if you're not a water sign, you're definitely embodying the characteristics of the Queen of Cups: emotional, compassionate, this nurturing figure. So I definitely believe that these two other queens are not here to bring negativity into your life. They're definitely here to help you either realize your best self, to be your friends, and this competition that you're imagining between these females are between these queens is definitely imagined. Group one. So definitely erase those limiting beliefs, challenge those limiting beliefs, question why they're coming, and remember that you have the go ahead. Stop doubting yourself. Self-doubt is normal, but we have to brush those thoughts away, and you are definitely on the path to success. So don't view these queens as competition, and don't compare yourself to anyone, because the only person you should be comparing yourself to is the you were yesterday, right? And hoping to be always better. So that is your reading group one. Be sure to leave me a comment to let me know if it resonates with you, and as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to move on to group two. Peace. All right, group two, you chose the blue calcite. This stone is for people who are staring up at the ceiling, worrying about the future at 3 a.m. So when stress is the enemy, and freaking out is not a prerequisite for accomplishments, stress will extinguish your creativity. So call on the calming, focused energy of the blue calcite to remind you to put stress in its place, far away from the joy of the process and the light of dreaming big. So this is for those who need to act on their dreams. Let's see what this week has for you, group two. We have the King of Swords, the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the High Priestess in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. All right, group two. Let's see what's going on with you this week. So I'm definitely getting that you are embodying this blue calcite this week, group two. You're definitely stressed out. You're disappointed. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Cups. We have we have a lot of reverse cards, and then the upright card that we do have is the Five of Cups. We have the King of Swords, but the Five of Cups is a card of disappointment. And I definitely feel like you're letting things get the best of you with the Seven of Wands energy in reverse. You're feeling like you're falling behind. You're feeling like you're like giving up. This Two of Wands is also giving me that you're just lacking direction. This Chariot in reverse is telling me that you're either lacking direction, or you're trying to move ahead impulsively and recklessly without considering the information. But again, it could just be that you're very stressed out. You're giving into this stress and you're overwhelmed, and you're definitely on the verge of possibly making a an unwise decision because you are feeling so stressed out. We have the cups here, emotionally stressed out. We have the wands. You're feeling like giving up. You're disappointed. We have the high priestess in reverse. These are creative, spiritual, and emotional blocks, and it could just be that you are overwhelmed with something and you're feeling like either giving up or just making a decision just to get it over with. And you definitely need to embody this King of Swords energy with clear thinking. And this is the energy that you need to keep in mind this week, group 2, so that you're not rushing into a decision hastily or making decisions on a whim because you're feeling stressed out or you're feeling disappointed or you're feeling like, hey, I'm not moving forward, I might as well just take some kind of action. Definitely think twice about it and don't go rushing into anything too hastily, group 2. You definitely need to clear your mind and make sure that you think clearly and figure out the right way through. Don't act impulsively based on your emotions, your disappointments. Don't think, oh, I'm gonna give up. Don't act recklessly. This Chariot in reverse is telling you stop and think before you charge ahead, right? This Knight in reverse, Knights are usually in action, right? They're charging ahead, but reverse is telling you stop and think. Stop and think, and definitely embody this energy of this King of Swords that is telling you to think clearly, to strategize, to be honest with yourself and see what you can change, what you are doing wrong, or just think strategically. What can you switch around? This Seven of Swords, right, is in reverse. So you're feeling like giving up, but you've gotten already. You're halfway there. So what can you switch up tactically to keep moving? Maybe you just need to meditate. This High Priestess in reverse is telling me that there's some creative blocks. It might be that you're just disappointed in a course of action that you took, or you're just, again, overwhelmed and disappointed. This is the first week of September. School is starting. It's overwhelming shake up to your routine. It could be that you are just so tired that you're just gonna settle for any little thing or just going to throw in the towel. But you definitely need to think clearly, and you need to take the step back, group 2, because you're really frazzled, and you really need to not act impulsively. If this in terms of a relationship with this Two of Wands in reverse, it might be telling you not to act impulsively in terms of this relationship, this Knight, which would be water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be that you're just disappointed in this relationship and you're thinking of just ending it and calling it quits. But I'm not getting that that's the course of action that you should take. You may have been disappointed. You might feel like giving up. You might just be overwhelmed. It could just be that you're scared of all of the feelings that you're feeling, and maybe you have a slight commitment phobia. But I'm not getting that you should end this relationship, group 2. If this is this Two of Wands with this relationship that's in disharmony with this Knight of Cups, I'm definitely getting that you need to think clearly. It might even be that you're in a relationship with this King of Swords, but I'm getting more this Knight of Cups, and you definitely need to think clearly and not act impulsively. I don't believe that this is a relationship that's coming to an end. This is a relationship that just needs to you need to take pause and just take stock. as to what strategies you can take if you're having a hard time communicating. What strategies can you take to help communicate better? Maybe counseling, maybe just getting to know each other on a deeper level, getting to know each other's ticks, or what is it that is blocking the other person or you from getting more involved? Are there secrets going on? How can you share these? But I definitely don't think that this relationship is going to end if this is for the relationship. For those of you that this relationship does not apply, it's definitely more so that you're thinking of acting impulsively or thinking of giving up on a situation, when really you just need to think like the king. You need to be more authoritative in your decisions, more honest with yourself, and think strategically as to what course of action to take, and don't act impulsively. Let's see what the oracle cards. Go the distance, new life, mending, flexible, and clean it up. So this is definitely for those of you who are in the relationship. I definitely see that this relationship is not going to come to an end. This relationship is going to go the distance. But again, it needs mending. You need to clear up what's going on, what's causing these blockages, what's causing this disappointment. Are there any secrets that are holding you back? Are you emotionally overwhelmed or closed off that you're not able to open up? What's causing this disharmony among you? But this relationship, look at the Seven of Wands. It's already going the distance. You're already halfway there. It has the potential to go the distance, but you need to communicate and see what's going on. You need to clean up the mess, right? This Five of Cups energy, this Knight of Cups in reverse, this water is spilling, right? You already made a mess. So how can you clean it up? But definitely, this is a relationship that needs mending. You need to fix it. You need to be flexible. It could just be that one of you is still getting used to it. The other one is asking for all or nothing. It might be that one is giving more than the other. There's definitely an imbalance, and one of you is just willing to jet, and this is obviously you. You're willing to just take off and say, I don't want to deal with this. But this relationship has the potential to go the distance, and you can breathe new life into this relationship if you just stop. Don't act recklessly and think strategically. Come up with ways, like how can you go about, like maybe taking the direct approach will put them on the defensive. How can you break down these walls, these barriers between you, right? It does require some flexibility, and definitely requires some strategic thinking, some calm thinking, some clear-headed thinking, not impulsiveness. So you definitely need to find a way to communicate if this is a relationship reading. For those of you that are not in a relationship, that the relationship is not applicable, this still applies to your relationship with yourself. You need to make sure that you're not acting impulsively, that you're not giving up on what it is you're doing. You still need to embrace this King of Swords energy, because you are going the distance. Group 2, you are, but you need to mend your emotional your disappointments. You need to get out of these doubts, this limiting beliefs that you have. You definitely need to embrace this blue Calcite energy. Stop stressing out, stop freaking out, right? So if you're going on to, if you're working on something and you had a setback, don't think, oh my God, it's over. Like, I'm going to lose my job. Oh my God, I have to start all over from scratch. Maybe you need to just take a clear eye. Maybe you don't have to start all the way. Maybe you just have to go one rung back on the ladder, right? And then you can rebuild from there. But definitely stop freaking out Definitely don't act hastily and impulsively. Again, if this is a work project, let's say, or if you messed up on one thing, you just have to look at it clearly and see, because it might just be one little thing that you need to tweak, as opposed to scrapping the whole thing because you're angry, right? Like you just, let me just smash it in anger, and then you have to start all over again. So you definitely just find what needs fixing, and remember not to act impulsively or hastily, because this is something that is going the distance. All right, group 2, that is your reading. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know if this resonates with you, and come back for more readings. Peace. All right, group 3, you chose the Tiger Eye. This is for those who are currently overthinking and mood swinging, Geminis and Virgos. So when to use it, when your thoughts are not your friends. So balance your whole being, group 3. Let's see what's going on with you this week. We have Death in reverse, Temperance in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, the High Priest in reverse, and the Page of Swords. Alright, group 3. What is going on with you? We have all of these reverse cards. We have Death in reverse, Temperance in reverse, High Priest in reverse, King of Wands, Three of Swords. Alright. Let's see what's going on. Alright, group 3. So I'm definitely seeing that your thoughts are definitely not your friends this week. You definitely need to embrace the tiger eye this week, and just balance your whole being. Your thoughts are not your friends. You're overthinking, mood swinging, possibly Geminis or Virgos. But you definitely need to start balancing your thoughts right now. I have Death in reverse for you, and this is resistance to change. There's a new leaf coming. You're turning over a new leaf, and you're definitely resisting. You're in a state of resistance. You have this Temperance in reverse, showing that you're not balancing out your thoughts. You're not thinking clearly in terms of what is happening in your life. You may have gone through this disappointment recently, or this betrayal of some sort, and this has gotten you a little off kilter. But you definitely need to balance out these thoughts. We have the swords, we have the wands, we have the cups in reverse here, and this is definitely showing an imbalance on an emotional, spiritual, and analytical or mental. There we go. Mental method, mental level, and you definitely need to just kind of reclaim your time, reclaim your energy, group 3, because these changes are, anything that has come to an end is for the best, and you definitely need to embrace the finality, right? The end, and embrace for the beginning. We have the Page of Swords here at the end. This could be this new vitality, this new energy that's breathed into you, and that's what is at the end of this imbalance, right? This is a brief moment, right, where you're grieving, where you might be going through a lot of stressed out thinking. You might just be overthinking this recent ending, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, maybe you just ended a job. Maybe if you're going into college, lamenting the end of your high school years. It could be the end of a relationship just happened or is about to happen earlier this week. But you need to embrace these endings, and you definitely need to balance out these thoughts, because right now there's a lot of negative and imbalanced thinking with these cards here, and you definitely need to turn these cards upside up and just embrace this youthful energy of the Page of Swords. This High Priest in reverse is telling me that you need to challenge your way of thinking. You need to, if this is the way you're currently thinking right now, you need to challenge that. You need to reverse it. You need to embrace a new way of thinking. This ending that just happened, this transformation is for the better, and you really just need to take some time and eliminate these negative things, these negative thoughts, and just kind of reclaim your time, reclaim your life, and embrace where you are on this new journey, or this new stage of the journey. And for some of you, this is a relationship that ended. This relationship with this King of Wands, and this Three of Swords in reverse is telling me that you're healing after this betrayal. This King of Wands, it was not for you anyway. This is a fire sign or fire energy. It's Aries, Leo, and I'm blanking, Sagittarius. This King of Wands was not for you. It could have been a relationship where they betrayed you, they lied to you, they manipulated you. It came to an end, and it was for good reason, or it's coming to an end soon, and it was for good reason. That's a betrayal of who you are, and you were already suspicious, you were already overthinking. If it was taking your peace away, this relationship with this King of Wands, it was definitely not worth it. And if it was imbalanced, it was, if it's not fitting with your life properly, if it's not sitting well in your life, if it's not balanced out, that's a sign that it wasn't meant to be, and that end was for the better, group 3. But you definitely need to reclaim who you are and who you are outside of this relationship. But it could also be that this King of Wands is you, and this is the energy you're embodying. If it's not a relationship, it could be this is you, and you are limiting yourself, or you're being the manipulative one, or you're just overthinking yourself to the point where you might be self-indulgent. You might be living too much on one extreme, and you're not balancing out that energy in your life. But you definitely need to move towards this Page of Swords. You definitely need to challenge this current state of mind, this current state of feeling, and this current state of being, and embrace that that tiger eye energy. You need balance right now. You are imbalanced, and it could just be because of this new beginning or this end that just recently happened. But you definitely need to challenge this current state and embrace that youthful energy of the Page of Swords. Find, what brings you light, what brings a smile to your face, what gets your mind working, what gets you excited. But this right here is not going to lead to anything but, more imbalance, more probably some self-loathing, some negative behaviors. So you definitely need to step away from this and acknowledge that this change that happened is for the best, and find your light and your balance. Let's see what the oracle cards say for you, group 3. Round and round. The Tribe. Loyal Heart. And Exchanging Gifts. So yeah, round and round. That's the same with this death card, right? Things begin and things end. So you need to acknowledge that, as well as this cycle. We all have our periods of imbalance, right? We all have our times where we're down and we need to get back up. The point is to get back up. You can't stay at the bottom. Lean on your tribe, lean on your loyal friends, and this exchanging gifts, it goes with this Page of Swords. You need to acknowledge that you have so much to offer. If this is a relationship, remember what you have to offer is a loyal heart. If this King of Wands was being dishonest and you discovered this dishonesty, these secrets, this betrayal, they're not being loyal. And you don't need to give, you know, this. It's an even exchange. If you're giving loyalty to this King of Wands and they're not giving it back, then keep it moving. This is also in terms of remembering what you have to offer. If this is not the relationship reading, what you have to offer, you have a loyal heart, you have good intentions, you have so much to offer the world. And this current period of imbalance, this current period of flux where you're in, it's normal, but you have to get back out of it. You have to lean on your tribe. If you have to, call some friends, you know, eat some ice cream. I don't know, what do they do in the movies? They eat a tub of ice cream and watch romantic movies. I don't know, but whatever makes you happy, whatever, you know, have a night with the girls and or with the guys, and just kind of get yourself out of this funk, because you're in an imbalanced state, which is normal, but you have to dig. You can't stay there. You have to dig yourself out. Group 3. So this has been your reading for this week. Let me know in the comments if it resonates with you, and come back for more readings. Peace. All right, group 4, you chose the Rose Quartz. This is for the overly self-critical, sentient beings, spiritual beings who love deeply, those who are in the healing arts or who want to be. This is for those who need to take care of their heart. When you feel like you always have to be the one who to have it all figured out, to work the hardest, to hold it all together for everyone else. Remember, take care of your heart, Rose Quartz. Let's see what we have for you this week. Knight of Swords in reverse. Justice. The Tower in reverse. Four of Swords. The Page of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Wands. And the King of Coins in reverse. All right, group 4. Let's see. All right, group 4. So I'm definitely in agreement with this Rose Quartz. I'm definitely sensing that you need to set up some boundaries and definitely take care of yourself right now. You're being unfair to yourself. This Justice card and this Tower card, there's something has to give. I feel like you're taking care of everyone else, and you're taking care of people who just want to take, and they're not giving to you. This Knight of Swords in reverse and this King of Coins in reverse are giving me this energy of one-sidedness, right? This King of Coins is greedy, right? In reverse, they just want, and I feel like you're the one giving, and you're not being fair to yourself. This week, you're definitely going to take some time to make sure that you're being fair to yourself and addressing your needs. This Tower moment this Tower in reverse is telling you that this is it's been a while, right? But you definitely need to make some sudden change. It could just be that you're just going to be tired. It's like, I have nothing left to give. You can't give from an empty cup, right? So if you're constantly giving to these people, like you're rushing, if you're constantly rushing to, I feel like this King of Coins energy is just kind of like this greedy, self-absorbed person who just needs you constantly or needs constant attention from you, and this may not just be one person. It could just be that you are feeling that people are constantly taking and taking. But guess what? You're constantly giving and giving. So that's your fault. You're lacking the courage to set up these boundaries. But I feel like this week you're coming to a breaking point with this Nine of Wands. You're definitely setting up your boundaries. You're definitely reclaiming your time. This Four of Swords is telling you need to take some time to yourself. You need to think about yourself. You need to, take care of your heart, take care of yourself, right? And you need to be fair to yourself. This Justice card is saying that you need, look, it has the scale. You need to balance out your energies. If you're constantly giving and giving, you have nothing left to give, and people are constantly taking, that's going to breed resentment. Because again, this could just be how you see people. You're so tired of giving that you view everyone like a king of coin. Everyone's greedy, constantly taking, constantly asking for more from you, and that could just be your perception of people right now, because you're tired of giving and giving and giving, and that's how you feel, right? And it's not necessarily that they are doing that. It could just be that that's naturally what you've been doing. And you need to start being fair, because it's coming to a breaking point. This Tower in reverse is saying that this has been a long time coming, but it's going to change this week, because you have to start being fair to yourself. You have to just stand up for yourself and say, nope, I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my energy. I have nothing more to give right now. I need to take some time to rest and take care of me. I need to remember, who I am, what I'm doing, what I love about this. This Page of Cups in reverse is giving that same energy, right? That you're kind of tired, you're emotionally frustrated, this feeling of kind of like you're apathetic, like whereas you're so empathetic. Obviously you must have empathy and sympathy if you're giving and giving of yourself. But this Page of Cups is in reverse right now. This Page of Cups doesn't give two F's, right? Like, they're tired, they're burnt, you're peopled out. But it's your fault. I'm gonna be honest. It's your fault, because you didn't set the boundaries. You weren't being fair to yourself. You just, people need me, let me be there, let me be there, let me be there. But what about you? What about you? I have one policy, and it's me first, right? Because you can't pour from an empty cup. This Page of Cups is upside down. That water's pouring down. It's pouring out. You need to set these boundaries, and this week is the week to do it, because guess what? Guess what? You're going to be forced to this week. You're going to come to a breaking point. This Tower moment, it's finally going to wear you down. It's going to be, you're tired. You're tired, and you need to start being fair to yourself. And this is the week that you're definitely going to do it, because this is the week that something is going to bring you to that breaking point, and you're going to say, enough. Set healthy boundaries. Let me meditate. Let me take time for myself. I need it. And then I can get back to establishing healthy relationships where it could be a fair give and take. This is what you need to focus on. Boundaries and fairness to yourself and to others, because at the end of the day, you're not being fair to anybody, because you constantly showing up like, I have an issue, let me rush and help you. Then you're not being fair to them, because you're being their crutch. And then now they've come to expect this from you constantly. I know this person will be there anytime, any little problem, at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, at work, at school, at home, anytime. So you've spoiled these people. Now they come to expect that from you. So you're not being fair to them, because they're not learning how to have a healthy relationship with you, or how to solve their own problems, how to deal with their own problems, right? You've always been there for them, and then now you have to reclaim your boundaries. You know, you have to reclaim your time and set limitations to them. And now this relationship is fractured, or there might be resentment on both ends. You've already been resenting them. You haven't been fair to them. You're already resenting them for taking all this time. But you were the one who was giving in the first place. You were the one who feels like you always have to be the one to have it all figured out, work the hardest, hold it together for everyone else. You were the one who wasn't taking care of your heart. You were taking care of everyone else's heart. And this week, that's coming to an end. It's not saying that, oh, you can't be there for anyone, but this week is for you. You need to take this week for yourself. You need to take some me time, take a day, or take the whole week for yourself. But you need to work on establishing healthy boundaries. If you need to say, hey, you know, have a conversation with your friends and family and say, hey, I understand that what you're going through, you know, you're going through something, but at the same time, I am going through something within me, or I have to take some time. I love you, and it's not you. It's about me having established these unhealthy boundaries, and we need to fix this relationship. But you definitely need to do that this week, because it's coming to a breaking point. You need to be fair. I haven't been fair to you. I haven't been fair to myself, because I've let this go on for so long, and I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm apathetic. I don't care anymore, because I've cared so much. I don't have any more, you know. So you need to find a way to take some time and repair this let's say it, this bad habit, because you're being a crutch for others, and it's like, you know, and it's a negative behavior for you, because some people are so used to being needed. Some people are used to loving being needed, but you start to resent people, especially when you need people. You feel like they're not there, but it's because you probably don't reach out to them, because you're so used to solving their problems. So this is it's all around has to come to an end this week, group 4. Let's see. You have no place like home. Time for a nap. Deep knowing. And not for you. So no place like home. This 4 of Swords, no place like home, time for a nap. It's time to rest. It's time to acknowledge what you've been doing this whole time. It's time for some meditation, and realize that you need to set healthy boundaries in your relationships. This being everyone's everything is not for you. You need to take this week, hell, take the month if you need to, but you need to take some time and rest. It's exhausting to be everything to everyone, isn't it? Especially when you have to be everything to yourself and everything. It feels like you're carrying the world on your shoulders, and that's exhausting, emotionally exhausting, right? It's necessary that you take some time, because at the end of the day, you are the one that's having to carry all of this. You're the one who is carrying this all on your shoulders, and it's exhausting, and it's gonna break you down. It's going to break you down. So you need no place like home. Stay home. Take a mental health day. Take the week. Take a vacation. Time for a nap. It's exhausting. You need to rest. You need to rest. And this deep knowing is telling you, deep down, you know that you haven't been doing right by yourself or by these people, right? Because you have been their crutch, and they're becoming dependent on you. And then this is breeding resentment. It's breeding emotional and mental and spiritual exhaustion. It's breeding apathy. So you need to, you know that deep down, and you need to say no. You have to say nope. All right. Oh, you have an emotional crisis this week? Oh, you know, what's the drama this week? Step away. Be fair to yourself. Say, nope, not this week. I am taking a break. I am taking some me time. I'm just going to take a nice, bath, and with a nice glass of wine or a good book. And I'm just going to say, nope. That's what you need this week, group 4. Take care of you. Be fair to you. And be fair to your people that you love, because you need to set, everyone needs to have healthy boundaries. And the people who can't accept that, they don't need to be in your life, because they're just being greedy and they just want to take and take and take. But you need to receive also. What are they giving you? What are you giving you? Give yourself a break this week, group 4. That is your reading. I hope this resonates. Please be sure to leave me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. This is CouraJess. Peace.